Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday, the 27th of November, 2018. I actually got that right today because I just looked to make sure.
Yes, you're
Because
correct.
half the time I have no clue.
It's 2007.
I've said a few mixed days before, yes. So, before we jump into the video, great response to everybody as far as being able to pick up some stuff. And so everybody's orders went in that I had gotten today. That was one of the things that I took care of for you guys today. So I'm glad that you guys were able to get some stuff that you wanted, and that's a good thing. So now we push towards Christmas, right? That's the next big holiday. So I wanted to talk a little bit today. We're going to get right into the topic of today's video. I got tea on. Okay, so well, let me just say this real quick too, okay? So as you can see over here on the side, the bucket is gone. We did move that because that was a right call that was too close. So that got moved. So somebody had asked me about the coffee pot that we keep on the wood stove over here as well. And that just, we keep water on the wood stove all the time so that water is evaporating into the air, because a wood stove will dry your house out in a heartbeat. So we always keep water on, and we also have water on right now for I'm going to have tea and Heather's going to have hot chocolate. So that's why that is going as well. But the coffee pot, you know what? I couldn't even tell you. I think you know where I got that. I actually think I got that at Walmart, and they had a kit, and it had the coffee pot in it. So that's why we've always used that coffee pot, and so that's where that's from. Okay, so that being said, now we got a nice little fire going here, so we figured sit down and have a tea chat, even though my water's not ready for the tea yet. We're going to talk about the whole thing that what's going on right now with the gun culture in America, and how these people are trying to basically disarm law-abiding citizens with all these ridiculous laws. And so we're going to go over a couple of them in New York first of all, and we're going to talk about that. So several years ago, our illustrious leader, Cuomo, who is an idiot in my opinion, enacted some gun laws, the SAFE Act, in the middle of the night. It was after midnight, and it was pushed through. And so basically if you're a law-abiding citizen in New York, and you went out and you had your weapons that you had bought, and you bought your high-capacity magazines, all of a sudden, now you were told that you had to get rid of your high-capacity magazines, because if you kept them, you are now a criminal. And if you did not register your weapons that you had, and then you get caught with them, then you're also now a criminal. Even though you bought them legally, even though they may never be used in any kind of crime, and probably never have been used in any kind of crime, law-abiding citizens that mind their own business now are going to be criminalized because of these ridiculous laws that these morons are putting through. The thing is, all these laws do is it hurts the law-abiding citizen. Doesn't hurt the criminal, because the criminal's still going to be able to get anything that he wants to get. He's going to be able to get high-capacity magazines. He's going to be able to get whatever he wants, okay? It's the law-abiding citizen that's going to be hurt by this, because, and now we have the new red flag laws that are in several states that they're trying to get in every state, and we're going to talk about that for a minute as well. All these things are orchestrated ways to control the citizenry, okay? Because now the realistic thing is, gun registration leads to gun confiscation. That's all that ever does. The only reason they want to know what you have is so down the road they can say, okay, we're banning all AR-15s, all ARK or AK-47s. We're banning all those. So we have a list of people that have registered those weapons. You need to give them up. We're getting rid of those. Those are being eliminated. And that's what that is for. That's what that registration is for. Now, I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there that did not register their weapons. Now they are considered criminals because they did not go by what the new law of the state is. Even though they never did anything wrong, They have, or they're not criminals themselves. They bought everything that they have legally, but now all of a sudden they're considered a criminal because they're not going to go along with some ridiculous law that they've placed that they've put in place. Okay, so that, and then like with the New York State, it's like you have to have you can only have a 10 round magazine, and you have to have less than 10 rounds in that magazine at all times. So I mean, it's like criminals are not going to follow the rules, guys. This is just to let you all know. All the people that are trying to, do the whole gun thing, criminals are not going to follow the rules ever, ever. So all these stupid rules do is it hurts the law-abiding citizen that minds his own business, that likes to go out and shoot or likes to go out and hunt. Or let's say, somebody that is in Alaska that, you have, huge giant bears that can kill you and eat you. You're not the highest one on the food chain. So you got to be able to protect yourself, okay? All these laws do is it hurts those citizens. Doesn't hurt the criminals, because I'm telling you right now, and I've said this before, if I wanted to right now, I could take a drive to Rochester, New York, okay? And if I have the money, with inside of 20 minutes, I can have whatever I want because somebody will sell it to me. And they don't care. That's the whole thing. There's people out there that are going to continue to break the laws and not care. But like I said, these laws, all they do is hurt the average citizen that is a law-abiding citizen. Now let's talk about a couple other things. There's that idiot Democrat in California, and I can't think of his name at the moment, but you guys will know who I'm talking about, that wants to ban all, and I love how they call them assault rifles when they're not. They're just, it's a rifle. The AR-15 is not an assault rifle, but that's whatever. They put that term on it. He wants to ban all those, and if you have guns, that you have to keep them at a hunting or a gun club. It's all about control. An unarmed population is easily controlled. Let's ask the Germans about that, what happened after they did gun confiscation. Then the Nazis had full and complete control of whatever they wanted to do. That's it. Bottom line. Bottom line. So when it comes to like the red flag law, okay, we're going to talk about that a little bit more. Now, right now it has to be a relative or a former spouse. I love how they do that. Like, there's no spouses, your ex-spouses out there that don't have an axe to grind that would try to get you in trouble. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And it's like the poor gentleman down in Maryland that was killed. It was his sister that turned him in. I'll bet she regrets that now, because now he's dead. And the thing is, how many more people got to die? And here's the other question I have. What's the NRA doing? I'm going to tell you what, guys. I used to be an NRA member, okay, because I thought, okay, we're going to support the NRA because they're helping out and they're, trying to help. They don't do squat anymore. They're not doing anything. They're letting all these idiots do whatever they want to do, like Cuomo here in New York State, and they're not fighting that, okay? And they always are asking for more and more and more. That's why I stopped with them years ago, because they always wanted more. Send us money for this, send us money for that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, forget about it. I'm not doing it. I'm not being part of it. It's another scam that's being utilized to suck money off of us. Using fear is the way to do it. If people stand up and say, I have had enough of this nonsense, what part of do not infringe do people not understand? The Second Amendment is not to be infringed upon. It's right in our Constitution. But we're letting these people nitpick away at us, taking more and more of our rights away all the time, and we're doing absolutely nothing about it. At some point, guys, it's going to come to a breaking point. How many people need to be killed because of ridiculous red flag laws and confiscations because somebody's pissed off at you for whatever perceived wrong that you did, okay? I mean, it's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So all the red flag is a way of confiscating guns, and then you have to get a lawyer and prove that you are not crazy or not incompetent to get your weapons back. And you've committed no crime. That is absolutely insane. It's against everything that this country stands for. and we just continue to let these people, like this idiot in California and this idiot here in New York, Cuomo, just keep pecking away at our rights. But yet these same people will have armed guards protecting them, and they live in gated communities guarded by guards. I mean, it's just, but what about the rest of us? Just the heck with the rest of us. Absolutely crazy. So anyway, guys, I want to hear your thoughts on this topic. I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear what you have to think. And but yeah, it's just crazy things that are going on in the world right now, as far as especially here in the United States with the gun laws. And people in Europe, you really don't have a whole lot to say. They've already hamstrung you guys a long time ago. They really have. I mean, you look at the UK. I mean, you guys are like basically want to take away butter knives from you guys now because of stabbings. I mean, it's ridiculous. People who want to kill people are going to find a way to kill people. That's the bottom line. If I want to be able to defend myself against lunatics out there, I should have that right to do that, okay? So anyway, guys, remember we're all in this together, because crazy times are coming. There's a lot going on in this world, and anything can happen. Remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen, and we really don't. And so that's the thing. Tell the people that you care about how you feel, because, like I said, tomorrow we could be gone. And remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. That's it. Nobody else can do it, okay? The weather here today at the homestead, we had snow. It was cold. The wind was blowing. Absolutely miserable outside. So not a whole lot of fun. So anyway, I will talk to you all tomorrow. And again, sorry for the lateness of this video today. It's been a very, very long day. All right, you have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.